So now we've seen how we can make a bunch of different changes to how Photoshop looks, where all the panels are located, where the tools are, everything like that. Let's say I made some changes and I wanted to save them so that next time I open up Photoshop, I don't have to take the time to readjust everything. I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick. It's a really handy thing called Workspaces. So let's make it really obvious. Let's say I wanted this to be really big and I wanted my toolbar to be right there in a double column, and I wanted the layers panel to be on this side of the screen. Right? Super obvious what changes we've made now. I can go to Window, Workspace, click New Workspace, and then give this a name. So we'll name it blah, blah, blah. I'm going to choose to save where the menus and toolbars are and all that stuff. Click Save. And now, let's say if I went to a different workspace, so basically what Photoshop does is it will give you some defaults. So the Essentials workspace is the one that'll open automatically, but there's some other ones. So there's a motion one. You can do video with Photoshop, which is really cool, but not useful if you're a photographer. So we're not going to use this, but it changes everything here. If I was going to work in that format, that would be super useful. If I was going to do some digital painting, it would do that. And then it brings up my brushes here, my swatches here. Super useful workspace if I was a digital painter. But I customized it how I want. Now I want to go back to that. So I can just go here. These are the workspaces that I've made myself. And these are the ones that come automatically with Photoshop. So I want to go to my custom blah, blah, blah workspace that we just made. Click on that. Bam, I'm right there. If I am here making changes and it's like, oh, I actually want that there, I want that there, then I decide I don't like how I've changed it. I want to reset it back to how I originally saved it. Just click Window, Workspace, Reset, blah, 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 and it'll go back to how I had originally saved it. I have a custom workspace that we're going to be using, so we are going to use this throughout this course. This is how I like it. And it's really simple. Basically, this uses all the essential panels that we need to do photography. So I'll just take you through them real quick. This is our navigator panel up here. This shows me where we're working. If I zoom in on my image, I'll still see the full image here, and I can even click and drag to change where I'm looking. Super useful, and I have that up all the time. Next is the color workspace. So if I want to change colors, easy to do. I don't have to like double click on this and then go there. I just have it here, and as I make changes here, you can see that it changes them right here. So I can go to like a nice blue, changes it automatically for me. And then I have my adjustments panel. This has a bunch of adjustments that you'd make to images, which we'll go over later. And then the important ones down here are layers, channels, and paths. If you don't have these open, what I want you to do is click on Window. So let's say, I'll just close this. So let's say I don't have my channels panel open. Just click Window, Channels, bam, it'll open right up. And if it opens somewhere weird, just click on the tab, bring it into the group down here. And that's all you need to do to have the same workspace as I have. Now we're gonna, in the next video, talk about some of the changes you can make to the preferences to make Photoshop a little bit easier to use.